Hey fam, it's Lawrence once again. I thank you so much for joining us. And the main ingredient for these devotional times, these are impactful to me. They have been impactful to so many people. And I'm so glad to be able to be one of the ones to do this. I'm stepping in for Pastor Michael this morning as he is away. But we still got a good word, and it's coming from the book of Hebrews, the 6th chapter, starting at the 13th verse. And it says this. For example, there was God's promise to Abraham, since there was no one greater to swear by. God took an oath in his name, saying, I will certainly bless you, and I will multiply your descendants beyond number. Then Abraham waited patiently, and he received what God had promised. I want to just talk a little bit about that waiting patiently part. It's one thing when you get a promise from God, when you get a word from God, when you know that God is calling you to do something, and then God is asking you to wait. Sometimes waiting can be hard. It's the very reason why we don't go to certain restaurants. It's the very reason why we don't go to certain fast food chains, right? Because the fast food ain't really fast. That's the same reason why some companies do better than others, because it's all about timing and people want things right now. We live in a microwave society where people just want it done quickly. We have lost the touch. We have lost what it means to have something that's both well done and that took time, that took effort, that took energy. And nowadays, we just don't want to do that. But I won't talk about all of that. I'm sure that you agree with that. I'm sure that you understand it. You can see that in your lives. But even in our situation, even in our context, sometimes it can just be so difficult to wait on God. But I just want to remind you what another scripture says. They that wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up on wings as eagles. They shall run and not get weary. We've got to be able to wait on God. And sometimes it's not going to be fun. It's not going to be easy. It is not going to be a piece of cake. It is not going to be peaches and cream. It's not going to be your grandma's peach cobbler. Okay. I'm saying all these foods because it's almost Thanksgiving and I'm just very, very excited for it. But anyways, we have to learn how to wait on God and how to trust him even when we can't trace him, to believe in him, even when things seem to be going in the wrong way. Abraham believed. Abraham said, God, listen, you're taking all day. And Abraham and Sarah even did, we know the story, they did things to try to rush God. But I promise you, even in the story we see in the book of Genesis, I promise you, if you wait on God, it will work for your good, number one. And number two, it will be better than what you expected it to be anyway. God is not running off of your clock, right? God is not interested in being on your plan. It's time this week that we say to God, God, I want to be in your will, never in your way. And I want to run as fast or as slow as you want me to go, because I want to do what you want me to do in the proper timing, with the proper maturity and the proper resources. I don't want to rush into things because I don't want to move ahead of you. I don't want to move behind you. I don't want to go in a different direction, but God, I want you to be able to walk with me. Matter of fact, I want to be able to walk with you. God, you're not on my plan. I'm on yours. Wherever you want to go, that's where I want to go. And it's important, as we see in the scripture, that waiting on God is essential. We have to do it. And so I just urge you, I encourage you this week and forevermore. Don't feel discouraged when you feel like you have to wait. Don't feel tempted when you feel like a promise that God has given you or vision that he gave you isn't materializing at this point. I promise you, I know this for myself. And so I can talk about this all day and very passionately. If you just wait, if you just trust him, if you just listen to him, if you just stay engaged with him, what is coming is much better than what's been, and no eye have seen, no ear has heard what the Lord has in store for you. Just wait.